I think I just designed the perfect TP trap. But what actually is TP trapping? Well, in short, TP trapping is when you lie about something to get someone to TP to you, and then when they do, you just kill them instead. And it was no different for my trap. See, I didn't join this Lifesteal SMP copy with the goal of building this trap. Initially, I joined with the goal of taking over by building lots of different TP traps. But along my journey of trying to take over, I realized that if I truly wanted to achieve this, I'd have to build a TP trap that was literally impossible to survive. Anyway, my first TP trap was going to make use of full damage. So I mined a bunch of logs, made it into planks, and then started building up as high as I could. Okay, who wants to team with me, please? I'm not sure if I should trust them. Well, you know what, let's do it. Now, by executing that command, I hadn't taken into consideration whether this player would have no gear, iron armor, or maxed out netherite. Huh? Okay, now seeing as my trap had completely failed, I assumed that this player would be coming after me to get revenge. But as I was trying to get away, I got a TP request from another player. Okay, someone else sent me one. TPA, that's... Okay, we can kill them. Oh, you log. Now looking back at the recording, that player didn't combat log, they just disappeared. But that wasn't the problem, because I'd allowed myself to get distracted and I completely forgot that there was a player that wanted to kill me. Okay, he's punning up to me, oh no. I didn't have anything to analogy with. Okay, he's got some of this one. Oh no, he's coming. Oh, he's coming. I need to go. Okay, he's coming. Oh my god, you know. Okay, hit me again. Can I log? Oh my gosh. Now I know that combat logging was like a really scummy thing to do, and when I look back on it a couple hours later, I died, so yeah, I kinda got what I deserved. So now that I'd pretty much lost all of my stuff, I decided to try and grind up my own gear, you know, just not steal from other people with TP traps. And as I was mining, I began thinking of all the possible TP traps I could use to get revenge on the player who caused my death, as their gear would bring me one step closer into taking over the entire server. So I ended up getting 10 diamonds, which is actually like, I think it's 2 more than I actually needed, but you know, I'm not complaining. So now that I'd got my diamond tools, I began gathering resources for the trap that I decided on. So you've probably got no idea what this thing actually is, so let me explain. So think of it as like a mob grinder. A player gets TP'd in here, and then I just run out easily, and I can just hit their feet and kill them. It's literally that simple. But before I used it to try and kill Tazuk, I wanted to test out on some other players first. Okay, Nug85 sent me a TP. Okay. Turns out that Nug was probably just some poor 8-year-old kid in leather armor who just wanted a teammate on this server. I did feel a bit bad. But technically, the trap did work, and I thought it'd be a good way to get my revenge. But determining that this trap was fit to kill a player as strong as Tazuk later turned out to be a big mistake. Anyway, I was now ready to go and trap Tazuk, but they weren't online, and they didn't log on for the next week. I don't know what it was, maybe they stopped playing the server, maybe they lost all their hearts and got bad once I was offline, or maybe they got hit by a bus. But the point was, it didn't look like Tazuk was going to log back on. So I thought, why don't I just use the trap instead to kill some random people and get some extra hearts and some extra resources? I mean, at the end of the day, it would help my goal in taking over the entire server. So I logged back on, but something was off, and I couldn't quite tell what it was. Obviously I'm joking, but for some reason someone had decided to build the Empire State Building on top of my trap. But seeing as my trap was still intact, I didn't really care and got back to doing what I'd planned to do all along. So I did the same old, who wants to team with me, until someone sent me a TP request. Okay, someone sent me a TP/TP, accept. Oh no, I messed up. And it was that misclick that ended up costing me my life. And it was a stark reminder of how easily this trap could be escaped, and how hard it would be for me to take over this server. And it was at that moment that I knew that if I truly wanted to take over this server, I'd have to build a TP trap that was truly impossible to survive. And after hours and hours of failed designs, I present to you the unsurvivable Minecraft trap. But once a player TPs to the bait, they will immediately be spoofed into a 30-block dropper to dripstone. But from the control room, I will immediately activate the TNT droppers. Now these TNT droppers are absolutely crazy, because they will be firing over 16 TNT per second next to the ender chest chamber that their victim has fallen into. And because that room is made out of ender chests, the TNT is able to damage them through the gaps. Now what the second lever does is activate the dripstone dropper, where a third person will be spamming dripstone onto this moving piece of dirt, meaning as well as TNT, the victim is also taking damage from dripstone. And the whole idea is that this entire process is meant to happen in seconds, leaving the player with absolutely no time to react. Now it's all cool that the trap design is done, but if we're talking about the chronological order of the server, I had literally just died, and I was in desperate need of some gear. Because having better stuff will make the grinding process of building this trap so much easier. Good gear was something I had to get. But the second problem is I couldn't be asked to get this myself, so I decided I wasn't going to. Now I know you have no idea what's going on right now, so let me explain. So basically, I decided to build a dripstone TP trap to hopefully kill a semi-stacked player and get all of their stuff. Now if you're also wondering why this guy named Shinobi is following me, it's because they're my friend, and they agreed to be the bait for this trap. The person our victim would TP to.
Oh wait, someone said Shinobi, I TP, but I'm also new and looking for a team. No, they're like brand new.
Now whenever I play on a public SMP like this one and I hear something like that, they're always just some super rich player who's just trying to kill you. So I thought we were about to kill a really stacked player. Wait, the blue guy didn't die. Now I'll explain this later, but that person surviving was a potential game changer to the unsurvivable trap. But it turns out that player wasn't lying when they said they were new, and I was able to kill them really easily. Now at this point, Shinobi had to go, and I wasn't really complaining, because it did take quite a while for even one person to TP to them. So I thought, maybe if I got someone who was a little bit more recognizable, who was a bit more well known, and happened to be on the server this one was trying to replicate, more TP requests would start to come in. And as expected...
Oh, people are already sending me requests.
Exactly, so go to the block, okay. Now at this point, I was pretty gassed. I mean, Planet was here, he was getting a bunch of TP requests, and I thought we'd be able to trap so many rich players. Because as I said before, good gear would make the grinding process of building this trap so much easier. But it's also around this time when I clocked what was going on earlier. When I tried punching Tazikov off my trap, I couldn't. When I tried taking that guy that disappeared, I couldn't. Even when Nug was TP'd into my trap, it was a good while before I was able to hit them. And only now had I realised what was going on. There seemed to be some sort of TP protection, where for 5 seconds after a TP, a player could not take damage. Now at first, this might not seem that deep, but 5 seconds is a very long time. And those 5 seconds could be the difference between life and death.
Okay, I'm accepting.
Exactly.
Oh my god, this guy's rich! Oh my god. Go.
No! He fell out, wait. No, he's getting out! Oh my god. And from that point onwards, everyone knew exactly what we were doing, and nobody wanted to TP to us. So me and Planet had to come up with something quick. The thing is, Planet's fans all wanted him to notice them, and one of them gave him a bunch of end crystals. So we sort of like freestyled a trap on the spot.
Ready? I have end crystals. I have end crystals ready.
So initially, we were going to try and crystal the person who actually gave us the crystals, but Planet...
You know, I feel bad. He gave me free stuff. I actually feel bad. No, I think we keep this guy.
Okay, this guy's cool. Okay, get one of the mods. Yeah, wait, how much obsidian do you have? We can like put them in a box and then just obsidian box and just crystal them.
Here. Take this. Alright, I stand here. I accept. You stand down here and then crystal anyone who comes.
And whilst we were literally about to trap someone, I made the massive mistake of spleefing that player that was with us, and they decided that they weren't going to take those levels of disrespect.
He's doing it.
No! And this is the point where things really went downhill. Okay, I'm alright. I'm here.
We should get this guy out of here. This guy's being annoying.
Should we like... no! Okay, you see, all the people that had literally just spawned next to us, they were here to see Planet. They didn't really care about me, so they ended up killing me multiple times. Now, as I said before, all these people wanted Planet to notice them, and one of them gave Planet a maxed out set of enchanted netherite armor. This was massive, because the whole reason we were doing this was to get gear like that. Now, I really didn't want to risk dying again and losing any more hearts, so we decided to run far away from the trap to do this.
Take my phone number.
Okay, wait, TP to me.
That's it.
Okay, that was, I guess so.
They know.
This is so bait. Now, of course, I was really grateful for what Planet helped me get, but a big part of why I did this was to get a really good pickaxe, because then all the obsidian I'd need to mine would be so much easier to get. So I decided that there wasn't much point complaining about it, and I went on a quick mining trip to get some diamonds for my pickaxe. So once I'd crafted my diamond pickaxe, I could finally start grinding stuff for this trap, so I decided to start off with obsidian. Now, it was at this point, after mining 2, 3, maybe even 4 stacks of obsidian, that I came to another realization. And this time, it wasn't to do with how many of you are subscribed, it was something much more sinister. You see, a couple months back, I made a video on this exact server, and partway through my journey, the entire server completely reset, making me lose hours upon hours of work. Now, you're probably wondering why any of this is even relevant. Well, it's because I'm 90% sure that the reason the server reset then was because the server was switching versions. And right now, the server is on 1.18.2, which isn't the latest version. 1.19 has been out for a very long time now. If this reset were to occur, I would lose absolutely everything. Okay, so we're gonna put all that obsidian in this chest now here because I think that we're gonna build the trap here. Because I mean, just look at that. Isn't that so sick? That's so cool. Like, just to build the trap in the middle of this with this on the floor, the lava around the obsidian, it's gonna be so cool. Right? It's gonna be so cool. So now I just have to get like the easy stuff of the trap. Right? I've done the hard part. I've done the hard bit of getting the obsidian. Now I just have to get all the easy stuff for this trap. So I then went to get all the easy stuff. I mined a bunch of trees for all the crafting tables and buttons. I mined redstone for the redstone. I crafted bows for the dispensers. You know, everything was going nice and smoothly. Well, that was up until I tried getting ender pearls. You see, I needed pearls to make eyes of ender, to then make ender chests, you know, for the trap. So I began exploring the nether looking for a warped forest, because endermen are most likely to spawn in that biome. But as I was exploring, I made the stupid mistake of bridging over lava with wood. Now, I seem to be fine. I mean, after all, I did have the best armor in the game. But I was taking a lot of damage. I mean, way more than I expected. Like, I even tried combat logging on the lava, but it was doing way too much damage. I actually died. Now, I don't think I've ever had a lower point playing Minecraft. I mean, I had died in lava and lost hours and hours of my hard work. Everything had gone up in flames. I have never been this close to giving up on a video before. And I was so demotivated that for the next couple of days, I didn't even think about logging on the server. And the very thing that I feared would happen is what made me log onto this server again. Okay, so I've got like, I don't even know, I've got like 12 hours, like less than 12 hours to like, get all my stuff back and build the trap. I don't even know if I can do that, man. Like, that's like no notice. That's only like 12 hours notice. Like, oh my, that's like no notice. This is what I mean. Like, wouldn't they give you like a couple days notice? Like, oh, the server settings. Now, obviously, I was freaking out, and you're probably wondering why I should even care, seeing as I had quote-unquote lost everything. Well, it's because I hadn't actually lost everything. You see, some of my stuff I spent hours grinding was still in my little base setup thing. Like, the majority of my important items, they were still back at the base. And this gave me hope. It made me think that maybe, just maybe, I could pull off this trap before the reset. So once again, I was back at square one. I needed gear to help speed up the grinding process, except this time, I needed to get that gear as fast as I possibly could. Luckily, I had just the solution.
Bed trapping?
Yes, cool jam. Bed trapping.
I got it.
Okay, accept it. Just accept it. Okay, I got him. Now that was our first victim, and the reason we bed bombed them there was because we just wanted to test if the trap would work. We both agreed that we should only use the beds if an actual rich player TP'd into the trap, especially as we had a limited amount of beds. But player after player, kill after kill, it was just really poor players. Now, on the bright side, between us, we were getting a bunch of hearts, but we weren't getting what we wanted, what we needed, which was gear. So, in desperation, we joined some VCs on the server's Discord server to see if we could try and get a rich player into our bed trap that way. Okay, Nitso, my mum's finished yelling at me. Do you want to team with me? On the team with me.
Yeah, me and PvP Legacy right now.
Oh no, but can I please just show you around my base, and then you can do that afterwards, please. I just want to show you my base. Wait, do you have any stuff? Can you give me any stuff?
I can give you some. Wait 1 second.
Nah, I'm
okay.
cool, my boy.
Wait, are you gonna come onto the server? Are you gonna come onto 10 Live?
I am.
Okay, can you send me a TP, please? Send me a TP and I'll show you my base. Wait, what stuff are you gonna give me? What stuff are you gonna give me? TNT. Can I have some TNT?
I do actually. 1 second. I have a whole shulker full of gunpowder.
You have a shulker full of gunpowder?
As long as you don't kill me, I'm fine.
Now here, I had a very, very important decision to make. To either give Cool Jam an order to bed bomb us, or to trust the fact that this player will actually give us stuff as promised. Now, I was still very suspicious of this player. Why were they being so nice? Why were they so happy to give away all their stuff? Could we actually trust them? I'm not gonna kill you. Don't, no. I was gonna, we were doing TP chats before, but you were gonna give me stuff, so we're not gonna kill you. So now, we just had to wait to see if our trust in this player would actually pay off. Oh my god!
Also, there's 7 birds.
Oh my god! He gave me a stack of gun. Thank you. So So with my newfound gear and extra hearts, I was able to get the rest of the stuff in this trap in around 3-4 hours. Which I know is still a very long time, but I guarantee you it would have taken twice as long if I didn't go out of my way to get this gear. And building the trap was even more easy than getting the stuff for it. I don't know if that's because it's the second time I built it, or maybe because I decided to completely forget about aesthetics. But yeah, now all I needed was someone to be the bait for this trap, so I got my friend Bacon and we began trapping some players. Now, just like the bed trap, we decided not to use the trap to its maximum power until we got one of the server's richest players into the trap. And after 2-3 kills, we'd found that exact player. And to this day, I still don't know how this player disappeared. And it made me think, if players could just disappear out of nowhere, could any trap really be unsurvivable?